Okay, guys. As you know, I'm making this Sunday night. Monday is an asynchronous day, so I'm hoping that you will start your magazine cover in Pixlr. So I'm going to show you how I want you to start it. Here's the assignment. I'm going to actually end up adding this video to this assignment so you guys can watch this video. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Pixlr. Pixlr.com. Remember, and if you go to /E, it's going to take you directly to the E and not the X, and we want the E. And we just got through finishing your radial design, so hopefully you finished that. So now you're going to start this magazine. So you're going to come over here and create new. Now I want this to be letter size because that's approximately what we would do to make a magazine cover, because that's approximate size of a magazine cover is a letter size. So and we don't know. I know it's 8.5 by 11 inches, but this is all in pixels, and we don't know how many inches are in a pixel or how many pixels are in an inch. So I'm just going to tell you. So make sure you're paying attention to this. The width is going to be 2550 pixels. The height is going to be 3300. There's 72 pixels in an inch. So if you did the math, you could figure that out. But that's what we're going to do. So it'll be letter size. Go ahead and title it your magazine, my magazine, and create. I'm not going to have time to do the whole thing. I just wanted to get you started. Your background, you could have some kind of image in the background, or you could have a neutral background. That's up to you. So if we want that to be neutral, we're going to fill it. And we're going to, and when I come over here, it's there. See, it's going to fill whatever that color is. And if I didn't want it to be blue, let's say I want it to be kind of a neutral color, then I want to double click here and make it that neutral color. Then I'm going to fill it and make it that neutral color. So that's kind of up to you what you want to do with your background. Now you want to bring in your image of you. You may have to erase your background. That depends on what kind of image you have. Well, you're probably going to have to anyway, because you may want the title of your magazine to be on top. Remember, when you're doing this, I always want you to look at magazines. What kind of magazine do you want? And pull that up. So let's say I want art education. Art education magazine. So I'm going to look up some examples of art education magazines. So it looks like School Arts. Oh, that might be good. Yeah, let me pull these up. So I might copy something. See, there's one that says teacher. So you're going to make it with your own image, but you can definitely look at the style that it's in and kind of copy that, however you want to do that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I haven't made up my mind what I want to do here. Yeah, but I am looking at them. And arts and activities, school arts, studies, and art education. And then maybe I'll be time. Maybe I'll make a time magazine with me. There we go. See, that's all about a teacher. So maybe I'll kind of do something like that. So now I'm going to come back here. So I know I'm going to have the big time, and I'm going to try to copy that time. I'm not sure what font that is, but I'm going to do my best to try to find a font that's similar to that we have, that Pixlr has. So I also know I need to do that. See it's got the red around the side, so I'm going to do that too. I'm going to make a red image. Let me show you how to do that real quick. There's different ways to do this, but let me go ahead and do this. My picture's in my way here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a shape, the shape tool. is the shape tool? That's a frame. Let's see what happens if I do this. And then of course there's a pop-up. So what happened to the frame? No, I didn't do anything. Okay, well, I'm not seeing a shape tool. Well, there's a frame right here. What's happening here? Click. Do you want to add a new frame and a new layer? Yes, add. There we go, there we go, there we go. I'm not quite sure what this is doing here, but we're going to find out. And why is it a square and not a rectangle? I don't want a square, I want a rectangle. It only will let me do a square. Here's the shape tools. Let's just do a shape tool. So watch what I do with the shape tool. I'm going to make, because I want that red. And it did give me good new layer. Good, 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 good. So I want the shape to be, I want no fill. So see, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to say no fill. But I want the stroke of this shape so outline, and I want that outline to be red, and I want it to be thick because it's like the Time magazine. So looky there, there is that. And now let's find the T. I'm going to come over here and click. Do you want it? Yes, I want to add. Okay, so I want Time. T-I-M-E. Now, I'm going to find the right font. So I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to come up here and look for a font that looks like the Time font. And we're probably not going to find it because the Time font it's unique to Time. They own the rights to that font. So all we can do is find one that's similar. Now that it's a serif font, which means it's got the little edges. It's not a sans serif, means without the little feet. And the serif has the little feet. So we want one that has the little feet. All right, where did, oh, you know what? Color, it's got to be red. Oh, now we can't see it though. What happened? Okay, so let me, I get back on the T. I'm on the T. Okay, highlight it. I want that color to be red. There we go. There we go. Now that doesn't look like it. That's not the right font. Doesn't look like it at all. So you may find yourself doing that because you want to make sure you have one that's similar. And that one was just totally off. Yeah. I'm taking up too much time trying to find this, but this is what you're going to go through. So I guess in a way it's good because you know you're going to do this. Oh, this is kind of nice. Look, when I land on one, it shows me what it's going to look like. Gotta have a serif. Gotta have a serif. One with the serif. There are a lot of fonts in here, though. Quite a few. I need one with the serif. Let's just go with Georgia. I'm going to go with Georgia. I know it's not quite there, but it's pretty darn close. Okay, now, and it's always up here. Okay, so now let's look over here. Time. Oh, there's words up here, and then there's words over here. That depends on the picture. And they've got her. She looks like a witch. She's in front of her chalkboard. Okay, so now let me bring the picture in. Now you notice each one of these are on a different shape. I mean, a different layer. You've got the back layer, which is that gray. You've got the shape layer, which is this, and then you've got the word. So they're all on their own layer. Now, when I bring in an image, I need to see, open image. And the image that I want to do, I did put it on the desktop, I believe. Let me see if I got a recent, because I know I put it on there, but I don't know where it's at. Oh, maybe it's in my photos. Okay, it's in the photos. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to find it. Here we go, photos. Here we go. This is the one I want. Okay, now you notice when I said to open it, and what it did is it went to a brand new file instead of my file. So, but that's okay because now I can take it and now I can copy it, edit, copy, come over here and edit, paste. And then see, when I pasted it, it did make a new layer. It is under the word time, but it's over the shape layer. So I'm going to end up, let me lock these layers because I want my picture layer and not the shape layer. So let me go ahead and lock this layer. I want to lock it, lock, so it won't move. I want to lock that layer so it won't move. Right now I'm gonna lock the word time so it won't move. Now I can unlock it when I want to move them. Okay, so right now I want my picture layer. And I'm gonna take off the word time right now. It's still there, I can't see it right now because I want to play with my picture. Okay, so now I'm gonna bring my picture bigger. And it will not let me stretch it. Okay, so I need to edit. I need to do a free transform so that I can stretch it. I know I shouldn't stretch it and you shouldn't stretch your picture either, but I'm just trying to get this to where I want it. And we've got the pop-up again. I got it. Yeah, we could transform it for now and then we transform it. Okay, so here we go. Oh, and another thing, guys, I want you to notice this. Because I took a selfie, a picture of myself. This pop-up. Because I did that, you see these words are backwards? Well, if I want those words to be the right side, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to edit. I got to transform it, and I'm going to flip it. So edit, transform, and flip it. Now the words are right. So if I want them to show, because this is going to be about me teaching online, so maybe I do want some of my background to show. But maybe I want the whole thing to show. Yeah. Okay, now let's bring this back. So maybe that's like that. But I also want to show you guys, I don't want that background to be so dominant. I want to be the main thing. So some of this background, I want to blur it. So in order for me to blur it, I'm going to have to, and it's always a good idea, guys, before I start doing this, it is a good idea to duplicate a layer, because if you start messing with that layer if you mess it up too bad, you want to have that background, that backup. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this layer just for as a safeguard. So I'm going to duplicate that layer, but of course you're not going to see the layer. I'm going to take it off. So now I can mess with this one. So what I want to do is I want to come in here to the lasso tools. I want to use the polygon so that I can come in here along my edges. Remember, it's like the pen tool wherever I click. And I want my glasses to be clear. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go all the way around because I am running out of time here. I don't want this video to be too long on you. But I'm going to go ahead and just close it right here to show you what I want to do. So I'm going to take this section right here. And then what I want to do is I want to blur that area. So I'm going to blur my background a little bit to where you can kind of see it, but you kind of can't. So let me figure out how to do this. This is not, I want to blur it. Okay, I want to blur it. So I'm going to get on the blur. This is the blur tool right here. And see, you've got different modes. I want a blur. I want to blur it. So to do this, you do it with a brush. Let's make that brush a whole lot bigger. And I'm not sure. Okay. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take this and now I'm going to have to duplicate that, just that. Let me copy it and then paste it. Now when I pasted it, it went on a new layer. I'm really going to confuse you guys, aren't I? Because I have to remember this is not Photoshop, but I want to blur this. And is there a blur in the filter? Nope. Got to use the blur tool. I don't know any other way to do it. Okay, so now I'm just going to blur that layer. They're going to let me blur it. I'm not seeing it blur me. If I smudged it. Ooh, make this brush really big. And then smudge. I don't know if I like that or not. I just wanted to blur the whole thing, and apparently well, guys, I'm going to have to work on this and figure some things out. Right now, I'm just going to delete it. See, I made a duplicate, so now we have, I didn't mess with it. So that's what you have to do sometimes. I'm going to continue to work on this myself, and then I'll share that with you. But this should be enough to get you started. Let me pull that back up. So I want the shape in front of me. I'm going to unlock that. Remember, it's time, so I want that to be there too. So I may even make this thicker. I might make that thicker. But anyway, that should be enough. And I'm sorry for the pop-ups. We got these pop-ups. This should be enough to get you started. And then, like I said, I'm going to keep playing with this because I want to blur that background. So I've got to figure out how to do it in Pixlr. But this should be enough. And remember over here, you've got these layers. So the layers, they matter. See, I could cut that background out and put that time behind my head too. I think I'm going to do that too. But this is good for now. Let's get you guys started. So watch this tomorrow, Monday, while since I'm not going to be with you.